About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Minneapolis. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Taking off.
He tried to back all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
2nd down and 3. The man who traded green and gold for Viking purple, it's Aaron Jones. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Christian Harris there on the stop. An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Man acquired by trade in the offseason, it's Joe Mixon. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down for Houston. They'll run with Mixon. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down. Like, I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
1st down pickup by Mixon, and he's one of the Texans' many additions this offseason. It's pretty incredible to think, Mike, in only his 2nd year as the head coach, the roster that DeMeco Ryans continues to assemble. Not only is Mixon still a productive back in his own right, but he should take a lot of pressure off C.J. Stroud.
To the back of the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
Panay Wanwu now to return. Now an opening past the 30. He's to the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Reichert. He knocks it through. And the Vikings come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And he gets that one complete to Collins. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Ty Chandler now to bring it back. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He fumbled the football, and the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Here's Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
And he'll take it on in. Take down. Touchdown, Houston.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And after parting ways with the Packers, Jones kind of surprised some by staying in the NFC North. He signs with Minnesota, and he joins an offense that is loaded with talented skill players. So if he can continue to be the playmaker he's been throughout his career, they've got themselves a nice young group here in Minnesota, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Southern California. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
On the quick slant, caught by Tank Dell. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In motion now, it's Collins. They'll go right back to Mixon. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Stroud to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans up their lead. It's now 24-7. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Chandler now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Jones. Finding room at the 35. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. They'll go back to Jones on first down. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's McCarthy. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be taken down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
They'll run it here with Jones. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Reichard, good with the extra point. And the Vikings back within 10. It's now 24-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle's made at the 35-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 2nd down, Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able...
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run a draw with Mixon. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
3rd and long. To throw, it's Stroud. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Stroud. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 3rd and 2. Stroud. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's in. Brevin Jordan. Touchdown, Houston. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Makes the score Texans 31, Vikings 14. Naomi's Bearbear to kick off for Houston.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Chandler now to return it. We'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. just going to run it here up the middle. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. So at halftime, it's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll go play action with Stroud. That's caught by Dell, working his way across the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Stroud. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Mixon. And he will score. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will extend this 3rd quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Chandler now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Chandler. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the ground, this is Chandler. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Derek Stingley Jr. off the edge makes the tackle. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They will work the middle with Mixon. Not much room to operate there. He'll get only to about the 24. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Mixon. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And here's the first carry for the power back, Dameon Pierce. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. They'll get this right to the 20-yard line. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. So we are through. Second and 7. On the ground, it's Mixon. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Now toss play, running left, it's Mixon. Woo! And the Texans are going to have themselves a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Gain of 12 and a 1st down. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. He's slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. And he will score again. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. Fairbairn able to add the extra point. And the Texans stretch things out even further. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run now for Chandler. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A carry now for Chandler. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll stay on the ground. And a short pickup, too. About the 42-yard. 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
An injured player down there, and that is Justin Jefferson, the man they can dearly afford to lose. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. They'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Cam Akers for the first time. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. The give to Mixon from out of the pistol. And this will be a Texans first down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.